And then I also found a few more settings on it. I mean, it's a good all-around camera for 360. The price was right, in my book anyway, on what I paid for it. I don't know if I'd buy it for the 200 and change, but it's not a bad price. When you're looking for a 360, it's a pretty good price for what it is, even at the 200 and change. But it's not what it wasn't anyway, what I would consider a crystal clear picture, as it states that it, I believe it says it's, I don't think it said 4K. I don't remember now, but I do remember it saying it was high resolution, high D, HD, high def, thousands and thousands and thousands of dots, you know, and all that kind of shit. You know, good picture. Well, I'm not sure about all that. I notice sometimes at distances it gets a little pain in the ass. Nice soft rag, clean the lens. I don't mean to stick my finger in your eye. Sorry about that. Oof, oof, oof. But I did change, you see a setting on there I also changed for a higher resolution, I believe. You're working with a lens, a screen, it's about the size of a dime, maybe. It's about the size of that little washer right there in my hand, on my fingertips. Right? And the actual part that you're reading is about the size of the inside of that washer. And that's where it has all your writing and so on as to change this mode, change that mode, blah, 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 blah mode. And even if you see okay, it would be hard. But in my case, it's harder yet. Now, I was on a call this morning already. This is done. I just want to put, well, apparently that doesn't dry clear like they said it did. Fast grab, tacky glue. So far, none of that's been working. It is thick. Fast grab holds items on contact. Well, little things that would probably hold if they're light. The only thing I can think of is if you had a little plastic character, you know, and you wanted to put it into a scenery or something, they're not heavy at all. And if you get a little of this tacky stuff, it will hold it in place until it dries. But don't expect it to hold anything. Like that, for instance, if I wanted to set that up, or if I wanted to set a screw up on end, I don't think it's going to hold it. All-purpose adhesive. Fast grab. Holds items on contact. Oh, that's another language. Okay. Transparent. Well, that doesn't mean clear, but that's a... See, it keeps saying it's going to hold it on contact. I haven't seen that happen yet. And it doesn't dry clear. I can attest to that. Because and it takes forever to dry. I got to watch what I do today because I got my, son. My button is waking. do something about that. I do. I don't want that to be open like that because it's just going to allow moisture to get in there. I'm having my first cup of coffee, by the way. And it's a little oily. And this is a little doity. Let me use this one. The wife may need the longer ones. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use this as a bead, and then I'll put the glue on it. But see, it's not going to dry all that fast. That's the problem. I got to get this up there today. I was on a call today and trying to get the vent in the right position so that I can do what I had to do and only use the front. Because I didn't think of the emergency light bar I got in the back. What can I use to hold that? Hold this there and have it stay and dry until this dries. What do I have? Well, the first thing is I should cut these so I don't deal with the long piece, because that's just going to make it tougher, more difficult. So let me get this end off because that's going to be hard to get work with. Hey Tuck, how you doing, little buddy? Okay, so if we start with this one, I'm going to take it halfway down. Okay, so right there. So let's try one and see how it works. Now what my game plan here is I'm going to try some of that super glue there stuff. I want to just seal these a little bit so they don't start doing whatever it is they do. Now, I've got a plan. And it involves this jar. And I should put on a pair of gloves. Look around. I'll be right back. Now I do have contact adhesive, but hey buddy, that doesn't.
Here comes a method to change the top. Said Jake, so
This is the like an activator for Crazy Glue. Here, I don't want to go crazy with it. But my plan is, what I'm thinking, if I can find, let me go get my little needle now. My little one. You know what? Better yet, I'm going to use a pair of tweezers. Excuse me. These were El Cheapo, so I don't care if they get wrecked. I think there was like a dollar store, 4 pair for $1. They're useless actually, but for this, they have a purpose. What I'm doing there is I just stuck this in the, what you call it? See? Come on. Hey, little girl. Want to play doctor? Now, my game plan is, let me get the glue. And let me get the tip off it, and let me open the end. Now if I put a little bead of this, a little on that, and a little on that, and a little on this, and a little on that, and around there like that, and around here like that, and I take this, this should kind of like stick there almost instantly, because believe it or not, that glue doesn't stick as fast as you think it does. Ta-da! So now we're going to do another one. We are. I'm going to put it right there, and halfway down. Are you still going? Yeah. Yeah, actually maybe too close to the light. Yeah, let's put this in here. Let's make sure it's submerged. Okay, let's pull this out. Let's put this over here. That's the other stuff. Okay. Oh no, Mr. Bill! It's eating my glove. But it's doing what I want it to. It's filling the void. So now I'll take this and I'll put it over that. I gotta keep it upside down. I don't know why I set it right side up. I never do that. I don't. Okay, so let's take another one and put it right here. Because I only gotta do these three. What the hell is that? Oh. It's the recycling truck. Recycle. This actually works out pretty good, guys. Put the auxiliator, is that what it's called? I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. Auxiliant? Whatever. On what I'm, the opposite side of what I'm using. Ran into Gary today. Good guy, really is. Yeah, they're all good guys. You know, some of them have their days. We all have our days. But Gary doesn't seem to ever have a day. You know what I mean? He's just always there. Nice guy. And when Sean retired from assistant chief, Gary got it, and I'm glad that he did. I keep hearing more noises. You know what we have a lot of lately? Chipmunks. Haven't seen a chipmunk around here ever. Well, I can't say that. A couple years back, I seen one on the camera at night. And I didn't even know they came out at night, but I seen one at night in the driveway. He was up on his hind legs. I think it was a chipmunk anyway. Cute little thing. And that was a year and a half, 2 years ago, a couple years back. But this year, I'm seeing tons of them. Now, I don't mind. I don't know if there's a benefit to having them around. I don't know why they're hanging around all of a sudden. Is it because they know that they have a home? I mean, are they expecting me to build them a condominium or something? This isn't, well, it is wildlife housing, but there. Now see, that will allow the other to go on there without running. Ah, that's what it was. And without going cuckoo. Okay, so that's done. You really can't see what I did, but I'll try to get you down here. What I do is there was a gap right here that the washer, the rubber ring, just didn't want to cooperate. So it wasn't giving me a seal like I wanted. And I didn't want to tighten down too much on the plastic because these being plastic, they would have broke. So they're not like this. It's these are filled with an epoxy. These are not. So I put some of that white, supposedly clear glue. It's a little weaker than a caulk, but it's a little heavier naturally than a normal glue. Well, as you can see it right there, the little white spot. And I figured, well, let me put a bead of that, and we'll see what happens. Well, I did. You know, first of all, it's not, as you can see, clear. They say transparent. I don't even think that's transparent. And it just dripped down inside, so it didn't do anything. So by me putting that paracord over the top, so that if anything does come down, hopefully it'll divert it. I didn't want to put it on the bottom, because if it does get in, I want it to be able to get out. I don't want to keep it trapped in there. And now I can take some of that and I'll put it over that, and well, maybe I won't use that because again, I don't want it to be white. But you kind of see what I did down there. Now, I have a little bit of this stuff left, but I hate to put it in the back of the bottle. Now, what am I going to do with this? What do I have that I can use? Well, you know, the paracord itself may do it. It's a strong possibility. I did see something just now, though I got to tack up.
Medic 3 response. Priority 1, medical.
Medic 3, taking an A, priority 2. 249 West Main,
Here.
dialysis for the altered mental.
Now, I'll put a little drop of this on there. Or try to anyway.
Roger, priority 2. 249 West Main Street, DaVita dialysis for the altered mental, post-treatment, priority 2.
Yeah. All I knew was a drop, but it followed the jar all the way down, so I ended up having to spill the whole thing on it. So now I know what I had to do with it. I had to waste it. All right. So do I need? Well, I don't need, I don't think. However, I'd feel better if I had some type of a silicone caulk over that. Something here. I know this will dry clear, but I've used it. It's a triple thick glue. Now, by no means is it triple thick. It runs. But it will seal this paracord. And that's all I'm looking to do. The paracord, I think, will do the job. I just want to make sure that it doesn't pick up moisture and then start to break free. This will protect it. So it's glued on to protect the water from getting in, to protect the